What's going on, YouTube? God bless you. Jaymel back with another video. Listen, I pray that all is well with you. Hoping that you're having a blessed day. As you can hear in the background, got a little soft jazz gospel music going this morning. Just trying to set the mood and set the atmosphere for this particular topic that I want to talk about today. So I thank you for viewing this video. And if you like this video, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and to hit like, and just feel free to comment at the bottom of this after this video. I want to go ahead and get started with this particular topic today. And this particular topic I want to talk about, and I want to start it off by titling this video, Living Within Your Means. Living within your means. And as I see so many people now, and it's not a black thing, it's not a white thing, it is really not a specific race of people, but it's just people in general, on how we make poor decisions financially, and just make poor decisions, not only just financially, but relationships, just various areas of life. It is very important to make the right decisions when we are basically trying to live our lives in the most comfortable way. And I see that there are so many of us, we are not living within our means. We are too busy falling out of the lust of the world, and TV and society, the news, and so many things that is influencing us to make decisions that are not feasible for what we currently are in our lives. Which means, let me just throw out a couple of examples. If you look at it, if you know that you make $8 an hour, you know that you do not need to try to go get a house that is a $200,000 house a year, because you're only making $8 an hour. Why would you go get a house, maybe 4 or 5 bedrooms, when it's just you, or just you and your spouse? Why would you go get a car, a $100,000 car, but you only making, again, $8 an hour? The decisions that we make. And then the thing is that what we do when we make those decisions, because of the simple fact that because of our own lust and what we want, then the thing is that we tend to get mad at everybody. We tend to get mad at our bosses on the job, saying that they're not paying us enough. We're getting mad when we fall behind on the payments. Then we want to hide. We don't want to answer the phone. We want to, pick up. When we do answer the phone, we got a whole lot of lies trying to cover up, just simply because we have bit off more than we can chew. America itself as a country is in debt. And the thing is that it seems like when the head is not right, then everybody else that is under that head or connected to that head follows suit. So we find ourselves in debt as well. And the thing is that because we're too busy trying to keep up with people, we're trying to run up behind folks and trying to show people what we have and all of that kind of stuff, going to get in all this student loan debt and all that kind of stuff. And then when we go to college, we take a subject, spend all that money, and end up getting a job in a total different field. Look at the decisions that we make. The decisions that we make with buying certain things and all of that nature. We gotta learn how to make better decisions and live within our means. Because I'm gonna tell you something. When you live within your means, you cut out all that stress, all that frustration, all of that confusion, arguing amongst each other in the house, and all of that stuff, all that anger and rage built up because it seemed like you don't have enough. Well, you got all of these nice things. You got nice cars. You got a nice house, but you ain't got no food in the refrigerator. You can't even feed your children. Matter of fact, you can't even feed yourself. You can't never ever get a chance to do things like go on a vacation once a year because you have so many things. You have bought so many things, motorcycles, boats, and all of that kind of stuff, and beach houses and all that kind of stuff. And then now you sit up there. Now you're up to debt and up to debt to your neck. And so, what if you get sick? What if you get sick and you can't take care of those things anymore? I'm not saying not to buy nice things. Look, if you're able in a position to buy nice things, by all means, please do. God wants us to prosper and be in good health, but even as our soul prosper, he wants us to prosper in life. He wants us to have the finer things in life, but then at the same time, not at the expense of your peace. Some people have so much stuff, they don't care anything about their peace. They don't even care about the spending time with family and spending time with each other and being able to sit down and have a decent conversation. But you can't do that because you're always at work, because you're trying to pay for everything that is parked outside. And what I'm saying is in this video is that it is very important to live within your means. That's all I'm saying. If you get a raise on your job, that don't mean that you have to go and buy other things to be equal with the raise that you got. If you got a raise on your job, you can look at that as being savings, something that you can put in an account. So when that day comes, when something may break in the house or the car may need repairing or something like that, then you can be able to put your hands on it, so you won't have to go and borrow nothing from the family, because I'm gonna tell you something, they ain't got nothing and they ain't gonna give you nothing. So don't even try to even do that. Just prepare yourself and put things in right perspective for yourself and for your house and for your well-being and for your kids and your wife, your spouse, to make sure that you're doing everything that you need to do. So when that rainy day come or whatever, the day of emergency come, let's say that, then you'll be able to be in a position to do that. See, when you got all those bills, we got cable bills, we got all these car notes, we got house notes, but then we got so much stuff to the point where we can't even have life insurance. You can't even have life insurance. So when you die, you got all these things, but then you don't even have a $15 a month life insurance policy. So now we got to get on Facebook and do a GoFundMe account, and people got to cash app you and all that kind of stuff, because the thing is that while you was in your good health, you didn't make the right decisions. So what I want to say is, the point of this video is that we gotta be more smart. We got to be smarter than what we have been. We're too busy looking towards the government to provide and to do things. Look, the government is not the government's responsibility to take care of you or me. Now, I understand that things happen, life happens. You know, you may have to apply for food stamps. I've had to apply for food stamps. I have to do things to make sure that I stay afloat. So, excuse me, I'm not worried about nobody, how they feel and what they think about me at this point. But the thing is that don't put yourself in positions that is going to cause you to not live a life of peace, a life of joy. God wants you to have life, and life more abundantly. He wants you to have joy, not the joy of the world, because the joy of the world, that's not joy. That is so-called considered happiness. But the kind of joy I'm talking about, the world can't give you this kind of joy, but it's only the joy of the Lord and the peace of God that is going to bring you that sense of peace, and that have that right mind to be able to say, you know what? I could go to work in peace and not worry about all these bills. I could be able to take care of all the natural necessities of life. Water bill, gas bill, power bill, your car insurances. If you got a car note, make sure that the car note is within your means. If we gotta have a home to stay in, or an apartment, you don't have to go get an apartment that's $2,000. There are some apartments that are around town that you could get that is in a pretty decent area that you could get that is within your means. Sometimes you may have to get 2 jobs. And I ain't saying that go get 2 jobs just to pay the basic necessities. But if you have to have 2 jobs, do what you got to do by all means. But buying unnecessary things that you know you don't need, man, it is keeping you away from a lot of things. You can't pay your tithes. You can't even give to other organizations or either not only organizations, but to be a blessing to somebody else. To be a blessing to somebody else, you need money, you need time, you need resources to be able to do that. So just the whole point of this video, live within your means. You don't have to have all of that stuff. And half the time when people buy all that stuff, they just want to show out and show out for people that don't even like you in the first place. Get that in your spirit. A lot of times you're buying stuff because you're buying it for people just to say that it looks good, that it's nice. Oh man, I'm telling you, man, that's slamming, man, that's hot. But after all of the comments that have been made, then what? Then now you're left with the bill. And then what's going to end up happening when you can't pay for that stuff anymore? Then they're going to be laughing at you when your car is repossessed or your house went in foreclosure. So what I'm saying is live within your means. Make sure you take care of the basic necessities of your life. Take care of your children. If you got children, take care of your children. But when you're in all that debt, you can't even properly take care of your kids. When you're in debt, you can't properly even take care of your wife. You can't take care of your husband. You can't even take care of your other family, your mother and your father. If they're still living, they may need you. You may have some cousins or some aunties or some uncles or something like that. They may need you. But you got to make sure that you make wise decisions. So today, it may be a hard decision to make, y'all. But if it's something that you don't need, I know you enjoy, and I know that your flesh is so attached to it. But if you want to start having peace, you want joy, you want a clear mind, stress-free, you might have to go ahead and take that car back. You may have to move out of that community. I'm not saying that God is not going to put you in a better position, but right now, because of what you make and where you are, you can't afford it. So be real with yourself. Be real with you. See, ain't nobody else going to be real with you like God and yourself. Be real with yourself and just say, you know what, man, you're right, brother. I really need to make better decisions. So again, if you like this video, please subscribe, hit like, please leave comments down at the bottom. But this is Jay Mabry with this video. God bless you, and I pray that God will continue to keep you, and I pray that you will have a blessed remaining of the day. Thank you.